Yeah, I think we on. Okay. What's good? What's good? It's the champion. You're listening to Tarvis Take, the most informative take in boxing. Just remember where you heard it first. Man, what a incredible night of boxing we had. Well, day of boxing. It came on early, but man, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. We had some major fights and wow, some upsets and some shocking endings. So we're gonna jump right in, man. Also, I want to do something new. If I can find out how to bring my guy in, hold on, Slim. I'm gonna bring my man in. We're gonna talk boxing. My good buddy, my brother Eric Burns. I call him Slim E, my dude. So let me see how we do this. Invite. Hold on, Slim. So you say you already in? Let me here. Let me just do this. I'm gonna do this right now. Hold on. Email you. Hold on, Slim. And this should bring you right in, my guy.
What fight you talking about?
Hold on, that ain't it. Hold on.
What fight you talking about?
All of them, bro. The one that happened.
Oh,
Yeah. Hold on, son. Let's see. Here we go. All right, Slim. Check it now. You should be on now. So as soon as you.
it just say add in the joint.
So let me see. Let me see. Virtual jump. Yes. Okay. Hold on. Here we go, Slim. Hold on, bro. I don't know how to get you in, Slim. Damn, my bad. That's crazy. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, comments. Hold on. This might be you right here. No, somebody making comments. Oh man, I don't know how to bring you in, Slim. We got to do that again, bro. Hold on. Hold on. Bro, I don't know. We got to figure it out, Slim. Let me see something.
Yeah, we figured that out just always.
Okay. Till the next time, bro.
Don't start going live.
I know, man. It's crazy. I can't even get my man on, bro. Let me see. We got 16 viewers. We almost ready, man. We're going to talk boxing, man. Slim, I wish you could come on, bro. I'm having issues. Hold on. Let me just. I want to. Hold on. Let me put in this thing. Just wait a minute, Slim. We might be able to figure it out. Hold on. Man, I'm having problems, man. Let me get on with it. Well, anyway, man, we had some incredible fights, man. Slim, I'm gonna hit you back, Slim. Let me wrap this up.
I think, hold on.
Stop cam settings, live studio.
I can see you now.
You can see me now. How can I bring you on?
I don't know. It said join.
Hold on. Join. Well, hit the join and see if it bring you on.
I'm looking at you. It's waiting on you.
Well, hold on. Add. Let me see something. Add. Oh, what the hell? Hold up. I don't know where to go. Hold on, Slim. Solo. No, I want to. Oh, here you go. Add the stage. My guy. What's up, Slim? Yeah, you ain't on? Oh, here you go. It's coming. It's coming. Hold up. Yeah, I see you on there. Just hit your camera or something. Hit your camera. What's good? King Cook, Chase Money. Hey. Huh?
I don't need to see myself. I know how I look.
Okay, but then I want you to come on the stage though. Hold up, bro.
Oh, so you don't think nobody can see me?
I don't know. I don't think so, because I can't see you. Well, you shouldn't be black. That's the thing. So I'm gonna bring you back on. You shouldn't be black, bro. Hold on, let me see. Oh, Solo layout. No, not the solo layout right here. So you should be in now, Slim. Your screen messed up, bro. I got to remove you from stage because you ain't on that bitch, bro. I can't see nothing. Anyway, let's talk boxing, man. Well, maybe they can hear you. Say something, Slim. No, you on my phone, bro. Let me get you off my phone and see what happens. Yeah, I can't get my man on, man. He in there, but let me see if this works. No, that ain't gonna work either. Here you go.
Yeah. There you go.
Turn on some light, man.
You can't see me here?
Your face dark. Turn your volume down a little bit. We're gonna talk boxing, man.
It's loud. All right.
Yeah, turn it down a little bit. Just turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, I turned it down.
It was a great night of boxing, man, from Saudi Arabia. Your Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh continues to impress, man, as he brings the big boxing stage to the world, man. And it was an entertaining night, to say the least. We're gonna start off with one of the fights that really didn't get a whole lot of coverage, but ended up being a very interesting fight, man. Vergil Ortiz. I think Slim really found his home now at 154 and beat Israel Madrimov. I think he controlled him, pretty comfortable down the stretch, man, and gained a unanimous decision. And I believe that was for an interim title, but he lines him up to really get his name really in the mix at 154, which that division right now seemed to be wide open, man. And Vergil Ortiz really looked good in handling what I thought would have been a much more difficult Israel Madrimov coming off of that Crawford fight. What's your thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, I ain't really get to see every bit of the fight, but from what I seen, like Vergil Ortiz, I think he might be top 3 154 pounders. I ain't gonna just count Charlo out, even though we ain't seen him in a while, but at 154, he's a top dog at that division. And I think I think if Bud comes back down to 154, then obviously he's the best 154 pounder. But while Bud gone, I think that I'm gonna put Charlo over Ortiz only because he got more fights at 54 than Ortiz. But Ortiz not far behind in my opinion.
And his record is looking good, man. 23-0 with 21 knockouts. Now, when I put that fight under the microscope, there is some things that he can tighten up a little bit, going into or fighting some of these guys that are, much more mobile. I think that movement, footwork, that movement Madrimov was doing, anybody could have struggled with the way Madrimov was moving so much. And that's what, he didn't move that much against Crawford, Slim. You feel me? And I was thinking, Crawford moving up to 54, he wasn't as big as Vergil Ortiz was. Vergil had that size, and I think that affected Madrimov.
And he's taller.
Much taller.
Right. So that make a big difference. I want to ask you this though, T. What you think about, how do you think people should feel about like the Bacoli fight?
Well, we gonna get into that, Slim. You rushing it, bro. Let's talk about this one first. We got 4 fights I really want to dig into, but Vergil Ortiz move on in impressive fashion. Now let's call a spade a spade.
Who would you like to see him against next?
No, he had that fight, but let's remember, this is only Israel Madrimov 13th fight. He's still, finding himself. I don't know where he goes from here. That's 2 losses in a row. We know he'll give anybody a tough fight, but is he still in championship contention, or is he one of those guys like gatekeeper type of guy already?
Right. Yeah. I mean, Madrimov, yeah, he's not.
Yeah.
He's not an A-class fighter in my book. Madrimov, not.
When
So
you
I
say
think
A meaning the 10.
right. I think
Okay.
Victor
If you
Ortiz
was
was
grading
supposed
him
to
A, B, C, D. If you was grading him A, B, C, D,
be
you saying he's
C.
definitely not
I
A
say he was
class
C.
fighter.
I say he's a C fighter.
He's the C class right now.
Yeah,
So he
Vergil
still can
Ortiz.
beat.
In my opinion, Vergil Ortiz was supposed to beat him. I didn't see it going no other way. You know what I mean? Like you said about
Yeah.
the fight with Bud, he was just much bigger than Bud. He was a lot more awkward in that fight. He had a lot more bounce to himself when he fought Bud. I think that he prepared for his best fight against Bud.
His condition and everything seemed to
Right.
be a little bit, much tighter because he didn't have that chisel. It seemed like he had a lot. He was carrying a lot of water in his
Right.
muscles.
I think he
Yeah, yeah.
peaked against Bud.
You think he peaked against Bud? Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, it didn't go his way, but he peaked against Bud. I don't think we'll ever see him look that good again.
Oh, wow. That's
Not
big. That's a
against,
big
not
statement.
not
Bold
against, not.
statement.
I mean, I don't even know. Even if he get another A-list fight, he may not even get another A-list fight because he's not a draw. Like you said, he'll be a gatekeeper. He may be in a gatekeeper. Like the guy Dervincheko, who Charlo fought, GGG fought, good fighter, but he's not an A-list fighter. He's not a draw. That's my opinion about
You
Madrimov.
know who I would love to see Vergil Ortiz in the ring with? Sergio Berhacek is the guy that he fought. He won a majority decision. One judge had it a draw. That was a hell of a fight. He went down twice in that fight. It was a very close fight. And I don't think that kid has lost anything since then. I wouldn't mind seeing that fight again. You know what I'm saying? But I believe Vergil Ortiz will be moving in the direction of a champion. And maybe even Charlo look good right now.
I was gonna say I want to
I
see
can
him
see that
against
fight,
Charlo.
man. For real, for real.
Charlo Ortiz is a fight. That's a fight. That's a beautiful fight in my book. Like I would love
Yeah,
to see
I like that. I like that.
for
I like
sure.
that. You think Charlo come right back against
No, I think he
Vergil
been off
Ortiz?
too long. I think he been off too long to come right back against a gamed Ortiz. Nah, Ortiz he on a mission right now, so you got to go get right to fight him. He gonna fight his heart out every time. And if you ain't coming like what was the guy who Charlo fought twice that he eventually stopped in the second fight? Brian, what's his last name?
Castano.
Stano. If Charlo gotta come like that for Ortiz. And I don't think you can come like that after such long layoff. So he been off for a while. His last fight was Canelo.
Right.
So yeah, I definitely think he need a tune-up fight. Not that he
Yeah, that's
not,
been a minute,
not
man.
not
That's been a
not that
minute.
he's not that he's not skilled enough to beat him. I just think that Charlo respect the sport more to know what's in front of him, and he wouldn't go in there with his ego and say he don't. You know what I'm saying? I think that he would want to make sure he's sharp before he go fight that fight. But I definitely think he would want that fight at that division. I think he want to reign supreme at that division.
And Bud hasn't really retired from that weight class. It's just he on hold and on hiatus right now because of the big fight with Canelo. But I can't see Bud win, lose, or draw. I don't see Bud continuing past Canelo. Do you see a scenario where no matter how that fight ends, he continues to fight?
Yeah, I do. I think
Yeah.
if Bud was to lose, I think that he'll continue to fight. Excuse me, because I think Bud want to lead a game on top. I don't think Bud Crawford can walk away from the game off a loss. I think he would go out on top, as he should though. You know, he's
Most
classified
definitely.
as he's proven to everybody that what he is. He's proven that he in a class of his own. So he shouldn't leave. If he were to lose to Canelo, I don't think that he should retire right after that.
And what if he beat Canelo? What does he do then? Do we ride off in the sunset?
I think if he beat Canelo, he ain't got nothing else to prove. That's what my opinion is.
Retire undefeated? That's another whole topic, bro. That's a whole nother conversation
Right.
on Bud Crawford's future, man. So that's another topic. But back to what you was trying to get into, man, which I felt, man, was it really was the fight that everyone was really anticipating. You feel me? Once it got made, and all I could think about is, man,
2 days.
What if both fighters had a chance to prepare and really at their best? Who would win out of Martin Bacoli
What do you
and
think
Parker?
about that punch? What do you think about that punch, T? Like on the top of the head, it was weird.
I think that punch landed perfectly on top of the head, and it kind of grazed him. And bruh, you talk about a guy that was heavy. Parker threw that. He detonated with that punch on top of the head. That wasn't no soft punch. That was an overhand right, and Bacoli didn't see it coming, man. It just jolted something through him, and it turned out right.
Yeah, the way he went down was different.
Yeah. But again, check this out. The only reason that punch had that effect is because he wasn't in championship shape. See, that's why you go to training camp, to be able to withstand, get in condition enough to take a shot. And I think you can only, depending on your condition, you can take a shot more times than not, depending on your condition. And I think that was, and I knew that coming in, even though everybody got excited. Oh, Bacoli is on the way. I knew if he wasn't in championship shape, it is virtually impossible to compete with a man that is. It's a lot of mental. It's a lot of, of course, the physical, but at the same time, everything got to be ready for a championship fight, man. It's just too brutal.
I think they're going to want to see him get a win first before he fight Parker again, but I definitely think he'll fight Parker again.
That'd be a hell of a fight, one I would love to see.
He should, though. He deserved to get that again. You come in a 2-3 day notice, like, come on, man. In a big fight like that, we're not talking about no slouch. So I think that they're going to make sure he get a win first to get his confidence back, and then he'll fight Parker. It'll be a totally different fight. Not saying he will beat Parker, but it'll be a more interesting fight.
Right, man. I don't know who right now will beat Joe Parker, man, Joseph Parker, because here's a guy as a heavyweight has been on a tear, Slim. I mean, the man beat Zalazine first. He might have stopped him too. Then he beat Wilder in good fashion. Now he knocks out Bacoli. You're talking about a man on a run and on a roll. And when you look at Joe Parker and everything he's done, man, I would have loved to have seen him fight Daniel Dubois. You know what I mean? Because the scrap was at stake. The IBF championship, at least.
That's an interesting fight.
At least you get a chance to win it all and then have a chance to fight for undisputed. So that's the only thing. And then Joe Parker go out and put on that type of performance. Imagine if that was Daniel Dubois on the end of that overhand, right?
Oh, man.
That's what I was thinking about, man. Who you thought?
Because Daniel Dubois is definitely, he is exactly what you just described Parker as. He on a tear too. Daniel Dubois on a tear too. Like, he got some shit to prove. He fighting like he know he one loss away from it being over, so he ain't gonna take that loss. You see what I'm saying? Like, he don't see nobody. He don't care who it is. He ready for every top heavyweight right now.
No, we're gonna give Parker credit, and that's what I was really leaning into. Other than Usyk, bro. I mean, everybody else. I mean, that's the only glory and only way he's going to be able to win a crown is he's going to have to go through Usyk, man. I think he probably got one more fight before he's next in line. I mean, because who else is there? You're going to keep on rolling the dice. mess
And
around and get
Usyk ain't got
back to
long.
position.
Usyk ain't got long.
I know that's what I'm saying,
So
but I
they
mean,
got to make it, yeah.
I think Daniel Dubois is definitely a credible opponent for Usyk in a rematch with the IBF championship, on the line. Usyk can then solidify all the belts once again as undisputed. But man, Parker deserves a shot, man. I'm rooting for him. Here's a guy that really had to, beat the odds. Beat the odds. He had to wait behind Klitschko. He had to wait behind Tyson Fury, and now Usyk. It's like, hey,
I
I want
mean,
to see
think
him
about
get
it,
his shot.
T. Think about it, T. That shot could be low, could be legal, depending on who was looking at it and how you was looking at it. So he deserved a fight against Usyk.
I want to see him get it too, man. So we're gonna have to keep pushing for Joseph Parker, man. And I tell you what, man, speaking of Bacoli, and I really want to say this, jumping off subject real quick, Slim. We got to shine the light on a guy, American heavyweight, that I think don't get enough respect in the game of boxing when you look at what he's done, bro. And I'm talking about American Michael Hunter. When you look at Bacoli, it wasn't the first time Bacoli been stopped. Michael Hunter gave Bacoli his first loss, and he went 10 rounds with the monster, with you know what I mean? And he stopped him in the 10th round, bro. And he's still undefeated at 24-1. 24-1, 17 knockouts. Michael Hunter, man, deserves some attention and
For
some
sure.
opportunities, man.
Some opportunities, big ones.
Yeah, for real, man. And I just want to put that out there. We do have an American that's right there scratching at it, but he got to, find his team, and they got to, really get at it, man, because he's 36 years old. I don't know how much more time he got. He's a former Olympian. You know what I mean? So I don't, it's kind of weird that he hasn't been getting, a lot of the opportunities in spotlight, man. So, Michael Hunter is a guy that I think deserves some opportunity.
For sure. Definitely. Shout out Michael Hunter.
Okay. And we're going to have to, I know one of your favorite fighters out there, man. We're going to have to talk about this. Your boy Shakur Stevenson, bro.
Why you
Shakur
say,
Stevenson.
Shakur, how you feel like he look in this fight?
You know what? With everything being considered, you feel me? And I know he was on a roller coaster ride. You feel me? Last minute replacement, man. That's always a nervous wreck, But like I knew he would come out and be professional, handle himself like a pro. And, he really gave it, fill out round, and he came out. I thought with what he had in front of him, I thought he looked impressive. I thought he looked
I
impressive. I
would
really
say
did.
I wouldn't really say Shakur is my favorite fighter, but he's undeniably one of the most skilled fighters. He's one of the most complete fighters. He can do everything in the ring. We want to see him in some exciting fights to see that tested, but just looking at his skills, he got that. He definitely got skills.
No doubt, undoubtedly,
He's
man.
highly skilled. We ain't even gonna just say he got skills. He's highly skilled. Yeah, that kid can box.
Do you see from watching his last fight with what he had in front of him, what is it that you think Shakur could do a lot more of and maybe do a lot better to really help himself?
To Shakur credit, bro, I don't think Shakur is gonna give us what we're looking for from him until he's faced with one of the top fighters. And I think he want that opportunity. Like, that's when we're going to really see what he can do. We know what he can do, but that's when we're going to see it on display when it's challenged. It ain't really been challenged yet, so we can't fault him for who they put in front of him. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you got to think about in your career, T, like, you fought Glenn Johnson, he made you bring out some more tools on that second fight. You know what I mean? You already had it. But a lot of those people, like Glenn Johnson, made you bring out some tools. He made you unload your punches, let your hands go. You know what I mean? Where more so in your other fights, it was all about timing. You jumped on Glenn and stayed on. So I think if somebody makes Shakur fight, we're gonna see him fight.
Yeah, and I think that's most people's way of thinking about that scenario. Um, but yeah. He was sort of like he was the aggressor. He was the aggressor, and I think if he could put a little bit more rhythm in his feet, a little bit more bounce, and work off of that, I think he can even be a little bit more effective with his offense. But now, to his credit, and I tell my young fighters all the time, bro, you hurt your hands, you out of business. We in the hand business, and it's all we got right here. You feel me? And man, it kind of hurt me when I saw his a picture of his knuckles. You can see, he's had surgery on those hands, and that might be. And when I look at his fights, that might be why he's not comfortable turning those knuckles over. And a lot of times, leverage, you can learn to get leverage on your fights. This is a skill set to that. You feel me? And I don't want to put him under the microscope, Slim. And this is what I've been telling you, bro. Consulting, bro. There's some things that I don't want to always say publicly. You feel me? Because it's really, it's constructive criticism if you really got your eyes open and you're looking at it like that. Because how else you going to improve without putting yourself under that microscope and really dissecting it? You feel me? And me, I always consider myself a puncher. You feel me? And early on in my career, I too was punching wrong, and you feel me, wasn't taking care of my hands during training and all that. My old coach Jimmy Williams, who gave me the game, taught me how to protect my hand, taught me how to turn my knuckles over, taught me how to get that leverage and snap on my punches. You understand me? And this is something that, bro, can be taught. It can be learned. But the clock is ticking, bro. It's like, you feel me? He needs to get it quick so that he can use all of his skills. He hit Josh Padley with some straight shots. He caught him coming in, but it's like he's not comfortable smashing through the target, afraid that he might hurt his hand. And then, just as in the fight, we see him all the time. When he do land flush, either his hand is open, he don't have a tight wrist, or he's not turning those knuckles down. These little small particle bones, once you hurt those, bro, it's virtually impossible to get the confidence back in your punches because you're afraid you're going to hurt yourself. You know what I'm saying? Hitting guys on top of the head. It's a technique to punching. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that, Shakur really. What do you think? I think it's time right now. He just got past this fight, and if Tank Davis is successful, against Roach, bruh, I think it's time for them to unify. You know what I'm saying? I think it's time. Who else?
But even if it's not Tank, I would like to see Shakur against a Lomo.
Okay, Lomo sells too, but I'm just saying, for all the marbles, bro, they've been at this for a minute. They come from the same era. And I just think it wouldn't be a better time than in the summer. Them two go at it. Do something big for the game. And win, lose, or draw, it'd be great on both of those guys' record. You know what I mean? And then we'll be that much closer to undisputed lightweight champion.
Yeah, I mean, boy. Since you're talking about that fight, who you like in that fight? Because you know who I like in that fight.
Bro,
ain't no question who I like in that fight.
Hey, you know what?
Saquon Barkley told me he likes Shakur. That's his guy. I like Tank. My guy.
I don't blame him. But the jury is still out, man. I think we'll see more when Tank fight Roach. You know what I mean? And I think that's going to be one, again, we can expect him to jump off the top rope. You feel me?
See, the
Bakersfield.
thing about Tank though, Tony, is this. How I said, like Shakur, he'll show us more if he in front of somebody that bring it out of him. Tank bring it out every fight, and he still got more that we ain't seen yet. You understand what I'm saying? Like Tank is another fighter. Like, man, I don't think we ever seen a fighter like Tank before. He got everything. He literally got everything. He got all the skills to pay the bills. He
I
got.
like I
He
like I
got
like
footwork.
I like this fights at 130, man. At 35 right now, I still want to see him in there with the best at this weight class. You feel me? And it's like, when we gonna get that? When we, I think he's at that level right now. He should be ready to challenge himself against the best, and guess who the public think is the best, and prove it, man. I mean, I think it's time.
Well, I think Tank.
I would love to see. I don't know who else he could fight next.
I think Tank would have fought Haney had he not lost to Ryan.
Okay, that's your opinion, but I'm just saying Shakur and Tank. I'm saying that's
Big
a
one. That's a
big
big
fight
one.
that's been in the making for a minute. And I'm
That's
saying,
probably the biggest one in that division.
okay, I'm just saying if Tank beats Roach, Shakur got this win right here. Who else could they be talking to that they can say, okay, I'd rather,
Nobody at 135. Nobody.
it
There's no
makes
other fight. There's no
exactly.
other fight there for either one of them.
I think it makes sense for them to fight each other at this time next. If Tank is successful against Roach, you feel me? And
They both be ready. They both be ready at the same time.
both be ready at the same
They
time.
fighting 2 weeks apart. Yeah, that could be their next fight. Definitely.
You know what I mean? That's what I really want to see. And it's perfect timing. They can really have a training camp. They can do the whole, 24/7. Both of them, you know what I mean? Get the spotlight of having this pay-per-view, extravaganza and blow the roof off of it, bro. You feel me? For the culture. For the culture.
But I think also Tank has become more of a businessman too, because you got to think. Let's not forget, he fought Ryan. He could have made that fight wait.
Okay, but Ryan was a name at the time. Ryan hadn't
That's
at
what
the
I'm
time
saying.
really beat nobody or fought nobody
But what I'm saying is Tank was
on the
more
map.
looking.
It was a good fight at the right time for Ryan and Tank.
That's what I'm saying. So I think that Tank will fight when he feel that the time is right. And yeah, the time is right. And I'm pretty sure he might feel the same way.
No, I'm just saying, knowing the game like I know the game and looking at the landscape, I'm telling you, remember where you heard it first. I think it's the perfect time after Tank, is successful against Roach. I think it's time for him to make the Shakur Stevenson fight. I don't know any other time that, pay-per-view, you know what I mean? They can do that one here, man, and sell out. I think that's a stadium type fight, if you ask
For
me.
sure. Yeah. Especially for the boxing fans. Especially for the boxing. So yeah.
Now in the main event, man, bro, hey, I'm gonna just say this. If you saw the first fight, you saw the second one, right, Slim? If you saw the first fight, you saw the second one. And you know what I said. If it looked anything like the first fight, what was gonna happen?
You said if Beterbiev couldn't land that big shot, then Bivol would win.
Yep. And he couldn't land that shot, Slim. He had the same difficulty again. It's just landing flush. It's so much of the pity pat on the arms, and maybe it looked harder than it is. Maybe it's harder than it looks, those punches. But I still feel he hasn't landed a shot yet on Bivol, and maybe that's to Bivol's credit. You feel me? Now it looks like it sets up for a trilogy. And Bivol, I'm telling you, bro, every time he let his hands go, it didn't seem like Beterbiev had an answer. And he just covered up. And once or twice, he tried to mix it up with some counters. But that's his way of catching Bivol with a shot that's going to be effective. Like he gonna have to punch with Bivol. He the one has the power. That's how he gets that done. But I don't know. Like I say, Father Time is undefeated, and he's coming in the ring with these 2 knee braces on for a reason, Slim.
Hey T, if he was listening to you, boy, it'd be a different fight, boy. He gotta punch with Bivol. That's
Yes,
how
sir.
he gonna catch him.
And that's the only way to catch him, bro. Because
Yeah, cause
Bivol is
he ain't gonna
moving.
let you set nothing up. He ain't gonna let you. He ain't gonna sit there and let you line him up. So you got to punch with him to catch him. That's the only time he gonna be that vulnerable is when he punches.
And it seemed like he had him on that wheel, man. Just that Matador and the Bull all night, man. And when he did let his hands go, he was effective. You know what I mean? But again, even Bivol seemed like he had problems landing that flush shit. It's like he was catching Beterbiev on the wrong portion of the glove at time. I saw sometime he was hitting with this part of the glove. I mean, again, he got to start turning them over too. It seems like a lot of his punches are pushing. He's pushing a lot of his punches. That's why
you mean Bivol?
Bivol.
Yeah, he
He's
pushes
pushing
punches
a lot of
a
those
lot.
punches.
Yeah, he punches.
Yeah, he's high with him.
He
And
don't
he's
have
pushing.
He don't have a lot of snap on him.
Not a lot of snap. And that, he's landing, he's scoring, but it's not having no real effect. You feel me? I didn't see him hurt Beterbiev at all, but I'm surprised in 24 rounds, not one knockdown. We talking about the monster, not one knockdown. And hats off to Bill Bivol, man. A serial boxer. This mother can box. He a thinker in there. And he has condition. We both know both of these guys are conditioned. Now, what can we expect in the trilogy? The same type of fight.
I would say the same fight, and I'll say Bivol will win it again.
If we see the same type of fight, yeah,
I don't think we're gonna see a different fight. I think it's exactly what you said, Father Time. Like he's not reactive. Like he don't have no extra gear in him, and he gonna need an extra gear. So I think Bivol will win it again.
I think this time, man, Bivol, go back and look at that tape. He can recognize that, when he throwing, he got opportunity to really get off some freebies.
But
You
is he
feel
a
me?
big puncher though? Because he
ain't
couldn't
that
hurt
big of a puncher.
Canelo.
He ain't that big of a puncher. That's why in any time in Beterbiev, in there with Beterbiev, he's in, it's a chance he can get knocked out. You feel me? By accident. Beterbiev can hit him by accident and knock him out with something. He that strong, but he hadn't been able to plant and drive through with some serious leverage. Not in in 24 rounds. And that to me is more surprising than anything, Slim.
Yeah.
So what's next after we can expect the trilogy, man? I guess
Right.
that's where we go from here.
We got to get you next week. We got to get Tarver's take on the Tank Roach fight.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. But I think, my take probably is what everybody, is thinking. Tank too big, too strong, too fast, too talented right now.
Yeah, but see, I mean, that's the popular opinion, but you know how to break it down to where you know how to tell us how Roach could win. You understand what I'm saying? Most people want to hear that. If you could, how can this guy win? Is it possible that he can win? Anything possible is boxing.
Right.
But most people can't translate that. So I want to hear you speak about that and tell me what Roach, don't just tell me, I don't think the fans just want to know Tank gonna win by knockout of this, that, and the third, even though I do think Tank gonna win. But tell me how Roach can win. How do you see that he can win? What do you see in Tank?
Well, right off top,
can take advantage of.
Right off top, I think just being quicker, smaller, quicker guy. He probably have some.
You don't want to get a take right now, though.
I don't want to get a take, but I'm just saying, just you got to think it's coming up. You feel me? I was gonna think about that, but we'll get into that, man. That's coming up, man.
On the next
That's coming up.
On the next one. All right.
Tank versus Roach, man.
For sure.
Check this
All
out. Check
right,
this
bro.
out. Tank
We're
versus
gonna
Roach
get
coming up. Hey, Slim, I'm gonna cut you loose, man. I appreciate
okay.
you, my.
Don't do the Tank versus Roach yet.
No, I'm just saying it's coming up. I'm just let them
All
know it's
right.
next.
All right, cool.
All right, my guy. I appreciate you, boy.
Yeah,
To the next time.
for sure.
All right, all right. That was my guy Slim, man. That was my man Slim tightening it up for me, man. Hey, I appreciate you guys staying tapped in with me, man. Let me holler at some of these comments. Yeah, I thought he fought great also. Adam Harley. Appreciate you, my guy. Oh, Tank versus Roach coming up next week, man. We're gonna dive right into that. You know what I mean? Tank got a defense coming up, PBC. Gonna have to remember who's on the undercard. I haven't really even put it under the microscope yet, but that's gonna be an interesting fight, man. But if Tank is successful in fighting Roach, I think it's time. I think it's time for him and Shakur, man, to go ahead and do what they got to do. I just can't see them fighting anyone else after Tank is successful against Roach. I can't see them fighting anyone else but each other. You know, it's hard to see them fighting anyone else but each other. And I'm looking forward to that. I appreciate it. HT International. Stay tapped in, my guy. I appreciate it. Yeah, Gary Antoine LL. That's going to be, and Rayo, man, that's going to be a good one. I might put that one under the microscope too. I like Gary Russell, man. Great young man. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. Rayo, man, it's his first defense, man. He gonna want to hold on to that belt. He know a lot of good things coming down the stretch in this weight class, so he's gonna be looking to maintain. No, the man had a job, bro. If you ain't a top fighter in the game, you're gonna probably need a job. You feel me? So that's why you have to give that respect to these fighters, man, that's willing to risk it all. You know what I mean? At a drop of a dime up for their dream and to become champion, man. And that's what it's all about. Yeah, I think so, man. I think so. We got to keep on talking it though. We got to keep talking about it. Yeah, man. Rose gonna have to really box, man. I think that's his only chance. Really gonna have to box, use his speed. He's the lighter guy. You know what I mean? He can't get in there trading. I think he's just gonna have to box, use his movement, and score. Touch him. You know what I mean? And try to slow Tank down, man. But like I said, Tank one of those guys. Once he gets you lined up, get you figured out, he's one of the best finishers in the game. So make sure y'all tap in next week. I'm gonna go ahead and break that fight down, put it under the microscope, and give you my pick and let you know how I see that one going down, man. And I appreciate you guys, man. Hey, this is what I want to do, man. I want to grow Tarver's Tape. You know what I'm saying? I want to grow Tarver's Tape. I want to start going live with my members, man. I'm gonna start a membership package situation in March. So I hope you guys continue to support, man. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, man. Let's get those numbers up. Tell a friend to tell a friend, bro. We can keep this thing going. So there you have it, man. I'm going to probably chop this up and post it on my social media, but I appreciate you guys tapping in. I'm going to get on out of here, man, and enjoy. And I guess I'll enjoy your upcoming week. I'll talk to you in a minute. Stay tapped in. Until the next time, I'll talk to you then.